Change is scary to any person alive. No one wants change. Everyone constantly seeks something consistent. Whenever we are consistently seeking consistency, we totally forget about and leave blank the idea of progression. And a lot of the times, progression means change, and scary change without guaranteed results or a guaranteed good outcome. You need to make that big change, that big commitment, that leap of faith. And that faith is really the confidence in yourself to be able to be the person that attracts that reward or whatever you're working towards. It's just a repeating cycle of making up excuses for yourself to stay the same.
Today's video is about the most important thing and the most important video that I have shot, because I'm leaving in 4 days. 3 days. I'm leaving in 3 days. And I want to take in this place. I want to take in Shelbyville and really enjoy it and reminisce about why I love this town and why this town truly made me into who I am. But first, let's work out. And just like that, we're done with the workout. Now, let's get into the real topic of this video, and that is change, and why Shelbyville has made such change and impact on me, and the places that includes. For example, like this school, St. Joseph Catholic School. I went here since I was in preschool all the way up until 4th grade. And you see what they're building right there? And then they built a playground right there, over there. They promised me that when I was in 4th grade. Now I am a year after graduating. I graduated 2025 and they built it last year. So if that shows you anything about the priorities of this place. But really, this means so much to me. Like this school, the people, it was such a closed circle, and I wasn't necessarily Catholic. It's not the reason why I went there, but it's not a reason why I am against it at all. Like, it has nothing to do with that. I love the people, the small town vibe, and just really the uniforms. It was funny now that I look back on it, but like, dude, this place just means so much to me, and is definitely one reason why I'm a Shelbyvillian, Shelbytuckian. This was my old house, and it's a beauty. It's where most of my childhood I remember. And let me just say this. Here, come up here. Come. Why don't you just come right here? I truly know that the small town area and the small town vibe that I grew up in gave me the free space to actually find who I am and what type of things I like. There was no noise or pressure to be something else, to be like something else, to conform in this group of people. There was none of that. I had so much open space, so much open roads to ride my scooter. This house is when I got my first good scooter, and I was making scoot vlogs. Like, this is the foundation of when I started a YouTube channel, my last one, and I truly, like, I'm getting goosebumps now talking about it, but this home has such a deep place in my heart. And it was a home to me. It wasn't just a house. It was a home. And there's a big difference once you have been to just a house that is supposed to be called your home, but it doesn't feel like it. Now, just because it was a small town doesn't mean that there wasn't a Shelbyville inner circle, and I was not in it. I was near it, like the St. Joe kids. I went there all 4 years, okay? But all the people who went there besides me are still friends now, still hang out, and like are in their own circles. So I say that I was a small town place gave me space to become who I am, but it doesn't mean that there aren't still the popular kids or the popular circles or any of that stuff, because there 100% was. and I wasn't a part of it. And I'm glad that I wasn't a part of it, because I really flourished here. And I don't think I would have flourished anywhere else. I think I would have tried to conform to other people, mold into something that I'm not. And I'm just beyond grateful that I've had this opportunity to grow up here. And I've been given the blessed opportunity, the blessed chance to have a house here, to have a loving family here, to be able to go to school. All of these things I took for granted at the time, and I was like, man, I can't wait to get out of this small town. What is in Shelbyville? Nothing. And now that I am leaving this small town for a big chunk of time, I'm reminiscing about everything, as I should be, and really enjoying it and realizing the appreciation that I've had my entire life. That appreciation just hasn't been lit on fire. It wasn't the most active flame. And now that I'm leaving, it is. And it just goes along with the things, you don't know what you love until it's gone, or until it's about to go. Change is absolutely terrifying, but big change is extraordinarily scary. And there's a big difference there, because big change that literally changes the material that you were forming your life with. You were forming it with Play-Doh, now you're forming it with sand. That's gonna take a bit of a learning curve. Like, you're gonna have to learn how to adapt, learn how you thrive based on these new situations and these new changes. And really, I'm talking to my future self right now, because everything that I'm about to endure is a learning curve and a message, and something that I'm supposed to take with me for the rest of my life. This upcoming year is going to be the most new and probably scary year that I've felt so far. And that's okay, because if I can get through this year, what can I not get through? Like, seriously, I've gone through so much. What can I not get through? I don't think I cannot get through anything. I know I can get through whatever life throws at me, or whatever I attract life to come at me. So I take those learning things out of it. So I take those messages out of it. What if I'm attracting these bad or scary things to my life because my subconscious knows that I need the lessons out of those things? I need to feel and know the answer after the struggle. Like, I know that my subconscious is just kind of requesting that and attracting that. And when you realize that, you can't get mad at your inner self for making you endure things that will only benefit your future self. Like, just one example is this place. This is a splash pad at Blue River Park that, like, here, just look at it. Look at it right there. Like, dude, as a 7-year-old kid, there would be nothing better than that. You go to summer camp and you come here 2 days out of the week, and then the other 3 days you go to the public pool. Like, bro, that is the definition of 2006 summer. Come on. Look, you got little rings you can run through. Oh my goodness, I can't. Shelbyville will always hold a deep place in my heart for just places like this. Like, this is a 3-mile just nature trail right off the side of a Knopf place. But look at this. This is what I used to walk for my recovery, and this is what I used to run back in the day whenever I would run with my weighted vest on. It's just the places that you grow, those places kind of stick with you. And I'm hoping to grow more out there too. We are built and raised on the idea of searching for stability. And that's normal. And that's, like, okay. Because think about survival of the fittest. Like, you wanted a stable cave that had stable sticks to build a fire so you could keep your family warm and be like monkey men and like recreate. So it's rooted in us to find and want stability, and the opposite of stability is change. And people rush towards stability. They rush towards conformity and being a part of a group because they're inevitably scared to be alone, to figure out who they are before the world tells them who they should be. because if they don't know who they are, then technically they're having an identity crisis at the moment, so they'd rather just attach and leech on to whatever idea the general public is having now, or whatever idea their best friend believes, so they're going to believe it too. It's like change is the root, change is the base ingredient to progress. Don't just change little stuff, change big things that make an impact on your day-to-day, because those things consistently are gonna cause the real change, and the change that makes you know the difference between the past you and the future you. Listen, I could go on and on about all the places that make Shelbyville a real home to me, but that video would be probably a lot longer than this video already is. But let me just wrap it up. Change is inevitable to some people that want progress. If you don't want progress, it's not inevitable. You don't have to change, and that's okay. That's the beauty about being free and living in this free world, is that you literally have the choice to do anything you want. You can benefit yourself, you can evolve, you can become an elite version of yourself, or you can become the worst version of yourself. Like, that spectrum is honestly beautiful. And this is beautiful. Look at this. This mural, like, I love it. And it's just those little street arts in Shelbyville. Like, look, over there. Right there, here, I'll zoom in. Boom. There's that alley that I went into about the other video with all the other street art. Shelbyville is just a beautiful place for that, and I'm grateful that I'm here. I'm grateful that I've been here for 18 years and I've gotten to experience that for 18 years. But eventually you gotta move on. So, yeah. Goodbye, Shelbyville. I love you. Change is scary for anyone, and a lot of the times, the things that will make the most and biggest impact on your life are the scariest things to commit to.